We rolling? Okay. Would I say I'm a survival expert, or an outdoorsy kind of person? No. No, I don't. Hello. We're back filming another documentary. This one's gonna be not really a short one, but one that we're filming before we do another one. Because when we get back, we're gonna be filming another documentary. As of filming this right now, this little part, it's Thursday the 14th? I don't even know. This whole quarantine thing has mixed up my dates and stuff. But we leave tomorrow at 7 a.m. and we don't get back until, I believe, Sunday or something. I'm very excited to go do this. I've never gone hardcore camping. I've gone camping with, like, we bring our food, like hot dogs and burgers and stuff. But I've never gone where we had to go get our food. You know what I mean? Like, hunt for it. This trip, we're not hunting or fishing. It's a fishing trip. We're gonna be whatever you catch is your dinner. That's our rule. I'm gonna be joined by my good friend Doug Malott. He's a Navy guy, and some of his buds. So I'll be safe. I'll feel safe, but I'm gonna be getting all my stuff by myself too. I'm ready to learn. I think everybody should experience this once, and I'm very excited to do this and try something new. I mean, that's what my documentary is all about, is trying something new. And so yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see this, see me struggle. But let's do this. All right. So as of recording this, we have just completed the camping trip, and what a trip it was. What a trip it was. So, we're going to start with day one. Day one, I woke up early and immediately I started recording. Okay, so it's like 7:40ish in the morning, around about to be 8. Doug is on his way here. I'm filming on my phone because all my camera equipment is packed up, ready to go. There's that stuff. And there's more on the ground. I'm very excited. We're about to take off. I'm very excited. So let's do this. Around the time about 9ish, Doug and Brent and Katie came and picked us up. Came and picked me up. We got packed up and we were off to Possum Kingdom. We got to Possum Kingdom, and I really didn't record much the first day, mainly because I was trying to learn how to kayak for the first time, but I got some great pictures that you'll see, and it was a fun trip. Nothing really happened day one, daytime. Alright, so we are here on the river. I'm currently in my boat. Doug and them are back there. We're still kind of fishing. There's a turtle right there. Right now, Brent is in the lead with 1. Both me and Doug have not caught anything. But we've only been out here for about 2 hours. And we're having fun. So I'm having fun. Yeah. We still have about 4 miles till we get to camp. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. Okay, so it is near the end of day 1. We found our campsite. I'm recording on my phone right now. We're gonna be moving to camera, better quality. It's just that everything's kept safe, because we're around water, and so I'm keeping that safe. Right now, I am in charge of watching the poles for catfish, and Doug and Brent are getting firewood for the night and setting up camp. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This first day kayaking and rowing and wore me out. Oh my gosh, that was a big bug. It wore me out completely. I'm not getting dehydrated. Like, I'm wearing a Camelback right now, filled with water, and we purified it through the river, so I'm drinking natural river water. Dude, I was exhausted. And there was a part where we're like out in this like big open water area, and there was no movement in the water. It was still water, and the wind was blowing on us, against us, and so we're just sitting there, and it was painful. But that's I'm gonna come back when we get our food, and but yeah, so far I've been having a lot of fun. I'm losing the pounds, as they say, but yeah, I'm having fun. All right. We went fishing, but we couldn't catch anything, and then nightfall came. Now, when nightfall came a storm, and it went crazy. It's so rainy, and not only that, it's windy. I'll probably look terrible right now. This is night 1. You can hear Doug in the back. Probably can't. Oh my gosh, this is a mistake. I'm telling you that. I mean, look at this. I mean, oh my gosh, and we're gonna try to sleep in this. I probably look out of frame and terrible right now. I don't care. All I want you guys to know is, I mean, oh my gosh. Survival of the fittest. Let's do this. I'm gonna try to sleep in this. Wish me luck, guys. This is night 1. Also, we didn't get any dinner. No fish came on the line. No catfish, no nothing. We're going to bed hungry. Well, we're gonna have snacks. But this is it's only like, it's not even like midnight. It's like 10. This is supposed to be all until 1 o'clock. This is terrible. Alright, I'm going to shut this off because the flash is making it hot in here. But yeah, wish me luck. Night 1, failure. Let's hope for a better day tomorrow. Alright, good night.
Alright, so I'm here. I gotta get my fucking sleeping bag out because my butt's starting to get cold in this motherfucker. I'm taking food! Trenton! And fucking I'm swinging like a big old dong because it's blowing. Look. Yeah, it's like but I'm in a cocoon, so I'm good. I'm just getting a little cold. So I gotta get my sleeping bag out. I just want to show y'all. This is some badass shit right here. This is awesome. I love this. Look at that. Look, rain. Come down like a motherfucker. I just want people to know that it is fucking coming down, bud. Survival of the fittest. Boom.
Okay, so it's about midnight, almost day one still. If you can look, I don't know if you guys, there it is. My tent is supposed to be weatherproof, and it is raining so hard that condensation is forming. And so every time it rains, it splashes on me. I'm freezing right now. I just changed into like my sweats and I'm much better now. I don't know if you guys, I'm using the back camera right now, but I probably look terrible. I have a huge headache. I'm like I have to use like my mouth guard because I am clenching and grinding like no other, and I have a huge headache, and all I want is the rain to stop and things to start drying in here because it is super damp in here. But yeah, alright, tomorrow's gonna be way better. It's supposed to not rain, so I'm probably gonna sleep in a hammock and not this. I can't do this, man. This tent is terrible. So yeah, wish me luck. Alright, Trenton out.
Now, it was raining hardcore, as you saw, and I'm like recording myself screaming into my phone because that's all I had right now. The majority of the documentary right now that you're going to be seeing wasn't filmed on this camera. It was filmed on my phone and action cameras. So around night one, day two, around 3 in the morning was a very interesting time. So how we were set up was Doug was right here. So Doug was right here. Brent was right here. I'm next to Brent. And it was so quiet. I'm barely trying to fall asleep. I was up at the time, and I went down to fall asleep. And as I closed my eyes, bang! A gunshot. Woke us both up. We started freaking out. Brent had to fire his gun because there was like an animal sniffing him. At least we think it's an animal. We hope it's an animal. Because now I don't want to get all weird and conspiracy and all that jazz, but in this location where we were at, multiple sightings of Bigfoot were there. And so the entire time we were there, we're joking about how Brent ran into the Squatch. But it was a very interesting night. Not only that, not only one gunfire, there was two. And here's us telling Brent's wife about it.
So the night of the storm.
I'm already laughing.
Hold on, I gotta get situated.
Yeah.
Story time.
You see his face.
Yeah.
You see his face. All right. So the night of the storm. We made camp. We fished. We tried to get dinner. Everything was cool. We ended up just having a couple of snacks. That was it. We figured we'd get a good breakfast. We'll fish. Wake up early in the morning, go fishing. Try to catch breakfast. So the storm started rolling in. We made sure everything was buttoned up, ready to go. The wind picked up. We had to readjust everything because the wind was just stupid.
Yeah.
So we had maybe two small drinks like you get at a bar on ice. You know, half ice, half one. So we didn't really drink.
And I didn't have anything.
So the storm comes through. The second round of storms come through, and then we're asleep. We fell asleep in the first storm. It wasn't that bad. We fell asleep through it. And then
then I heard something
Brent's
outside my hammock. Like, no shit. Like, there's a fucking big ass animal outside.
now give her the sound that you heard.
Huh?
Give her the sound.
Give her the
you heard.
sound.
The sound.
Like the breathing.
Yeah, it's a. Something was like sniffing me, right?
She knows where this is going.
And then, I mean, by now my heart's like
Now, remember,
going.
we're asleep.
Yeah.
Was it bigger than the raccoon?
Yes. So.
It was big enough to its nose bumped him and bumped him.
Freaked me out. So I was slowly pulling my fucking gun out. And I fucking fired 2 shots at the motherfucker.
No, he fired.
No.
one.
There's more to this.
Alright, y'all can talk.
Okay, he fired 1 shot.
That scared me.
So I'm awake.
Because I'm right next to him.
So I'm awake. And I'm like, I get my hammock tent and I get to my rain fly and I'm like, yo, Brent, you alright? He was like, there's something out there.
No, because then the way we had the rain fly, it was catching water.
And it was
so
like,
I thought the motherfucker was on top of me. I'm trying to fucking push the shit out.
that didn't happen just yet. So a good 10 minutes went by.
I went to this next part.
Was he screaming?
No,
It wasn't 10 minutes.
It was about 10 minutes, and so we hear him rustling in there.
he starts
Rustling, and then all of a sudden you hear, you.
The funny part was he had his headlamp on, so I could see a silhouette of him going, pow!
Yeah, that freaked me out.
It was.
So that's why I need a new rain fly and hammock.
Now, day 2 was an interesting day. Day 2 wasn't supposed to be rainy. It was supposed to be sunshine, and we were going to be kayaking about 6, 7, 8 more miles down the river to our next campsite. Well, things changed. What happened was it rained all day. And it wasn't like a hard rain like how you saw before. It was just a light drizzle. And what sucked was there was constant wind. So we were freezing on the river.
So I'm sitting here, this is on the Sony camera. It's day 2, it's daytime, but it's raining like it's not like last night's rain, where we were legit scared for our lives and all, but it's raining and it's terrible. It's not like a bad rain, it's a light rain, it's cold, and it's just, I wish it would stop raining. So far we've been kayaking for about 4 miles, almost. We have 2 more to go to get to our next campsite for where we're going to be staying the night at. And then tomorrow's our last day. So far, I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of miserable, but I'm glad I'm doing this. It's not Doug's or Brent's fault, I don't know if you can see them. But I'm not this kind of person, I'm going to be honest. I'm not. So yeah. Glad I'm doing it. Hating it though. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I love the fishing and camping part if there's no rain. I love the fishing and camping part if there's no rain. I hate the kayaking part. I mean, I'm terrified of kayaking right now. I keep like rocking and like getting stuck. It's terrible, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. that's just an update so far. I'll update you when we get to the campsite. Hopefully it stops raining so we can actually have like a party tonight. I mean, last night was terrible, but alright, I'm gonna head out of here. Okay. So, update. We cannot find a camping site anywhere. And we're literally, so it's raining and there's wind. So we're soaking wet with it blowing on us, and it's uncomfortable, and it doesn't feel like, it's not the cold that feels good, it's the cold that hurts. And we keep trying to find places and come up to nothing. And so when we started today, we made it to 9 miles from yesterday. We got the 9 mile mark. Right now, we are at the 16 mark. I don't know if you guys can see that, but 16, I don't know why I did that, is right there. We have a straight path till we're done. And right, it's like 4:30-ish. That's the time we checked. And I'm sitting here going, and like what sucks is that we don't have service. So we can't like call anybody like, hey, if we finish this whole thing, can you come pick us up? Bring your, boat tray thing, I don't know. And then it's just, and then your arms start to hurt from doing the same move. I'm exhausted, I really am. I've never been this tired. It's a huge workout. So, but when I complete this, it's going to feel great, because I just completed about 20 miles, about-ish, of kayaking, so, yeah, that's my update so far. I'll keep you guys posted until we know what's going to happen, but, yeah, I'll keep you posted.
And we would try to find different campsites with good trees and nice ground to set fire, but everywhere we looked was terrible. So eventually we decided to row the rest 14 miles to the end of the trail of the river and camp out there.
We made it.
Now what sucked was the original plan was to row the 14 miles back to the end and go call Katie, but what sucked was we didn't have service anywhere. We didn't have it at all. And we went up to go call them at the place that ran the river area, but they were closed, so we had to camp overnight. So we camped overnight. That was my first time sleeping in a hammock. But it was great. That was probably the fun night that we had. There was no rain. We got to sleep, and that was probably the best night's sleep I've ever had. Now, with this trip came a lot of first. This was my first time going hardcore camping, where we didn't pack any food. We had to go get our own food. We had 3 kayaks, mine, Doug's, and Brent's, and there was a limited amount of weight we could add on those kayaks, so we only brought the necessities: tents, hammocks, sleeping bags, clothes, my camera equipment. And with that came a very hard journey because we didn't have food. It was also the first, when I'm going out with this, it was my first time eating catfish too, and eating it straight from the river, which is very interesting. I've never done that before. I'm not a big seafood guy, and for me to actually eat catfish and actually like it was huge. Another thing that I had for the first time was natural spring water. We pumped purified water straight from the river, and we drank it out of our camelbacks, which is very interesting for me. So day 3 rolls around, and we slept in. We had eggs and potatoes for breakfast, and that was it. We pretty much packed everything up, and Katie came and picked us up.
So it's officially our last day. We're about to leave. The truck is about to be here to pick us up. We luckily got out of the rain. We found a spot. I couldn't film much last night because we were hassling in to get in here, and it was a lot, but we made it out. And shaking. I'm a little dehydrated, so I'm drinking a lot of water right now. But I slept in that nice hammock that Brent made me. And so drinking river water straight. But yeah, if I can rate this trip on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say a 7, mainly because of the rain that wore us out pretty much. But we made it through, and I'm proud of myself for that. I kayaked 20 miles in 2 days. Only got sunburnt right there, which is weird because there's like a giant white spot right there. It's starting to go away, I think. But yeah, we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go home, take a shower, and go to bed. Like, holding this phone up is exhausting.
Here we are, last day. We all kind of slept in. I already had breakfast. No fish. We just had some random turkey eggs that we found out in the woods.
Yeah.
and then
one nest above us, so I took some.
And then the potato that Brent brought was this little bitty cooler. But yeah.
Yep.
We survived. Yesterday it rained all flipping day. I can't cuss. Trent got mad. He's like,
I don't care.
he said I gotta bleep too much shit, so so now here I am. Yeah, we met some pretty crazy people on the way. We met a couple in a canoe, and they had said that there was tornadoes produced, I guess they said out past Terrell, and yeah, so it's pretty crazy. But hey, we got to tell them a story about a cow.
Rosie?
Yeah, what was the couple's name?
Ricardo and Sally.
Oh yeah, and told them about
a good luck cow that definitely exists.
Yeah, it was pregnant. They said it was pregnant.
And I was just like, yeah.
About to be 2 lucky fucking cows, man.
All in all, I will say that this trip taught me a lot. It taught me that I think every person should experience what we did once. And Doug's planning another trip. We're getting a new kayak for me. But I had a great time, and I'm very thankful that Doug and Brent took me along and experienced this firsthand. Now it comes for what the future holds. We are definitely going on another one. I found that super fun, and it was a great time, and I really got to learn a lot. So that's it. That was our trip, our 3-day survival trip. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I told you this was a bit of a short one, but I really did have a good time. In all honesty, I really had a good time. I got to hang out with Doug and Brent a lot, and I got to form a better friendship with them, and I can't wait for the next one. So thank you guys for watching. But yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at my life, feel my pain. When it comes to me and you, we're not the same. This is so far from a game. What you saying? It ain't nothing but hard work and dedication. Quit complaining. Look at my life, feel my pain. When it comes to me and you, we're not the same. This is so far from a game. What you saying? It ain't nothing but hard work and dedication. Quit complaining, look at my life. Long days, even longer nights. What you know about sacrifice? Yeah, I pay the price. They don't understand my whole life is in God's hands. I ain't got time for no no fake friends. You too shady like 2M. She too fine like 2 Kims. My album sold like 2 gems. I ain't got a lot for me to make sense. I sell merch and it pays rent. They told me I would never make it out, but I'm so close, I can taste it. My dream, I chased it. They laughed at me, I made hits. We started out in the basement, now overseas they played this, yeah. We deserve it, we put the work in. We came together like a Sunday service. Patiently waiting, it made me nervous. I got demons and servants, they steady lurking. Mama told me I had greater purpose. Ever since I was little, I wasn't certain. I got it searching and I found it worth it. Look at my life! Look at my life, feel my pain. When it comes to me and you, we're not the same. This is so far from a game. What you saying? It ain't nothing but hard work and dedication. Quit complaining, look at my life, feel my pain. When it comes to me and you, we're not the same. This is so far from a game. What you saying?